good night. Good night, sweetheart. Parting can be so much fun. Let you and I have another one before we can say good night. Good night, ladies. Good night, fellows. Good night, everyone. We've all had a lot of fun. Good night. Good night. Good night.
The bread was good. The bread was good. But I do need to add one thing to this. Good bread, though?
Great bread.
Yeah. Yeah, we did,
It's amazing how garlic bread is that good.
Yeah, we did the date night thing yesterday. And Lisa gave us, like a whole thing of pasta. And meatballs and sausage. And then we got spaghetti. And then she was like, I need, garlic bread. So she whipped up this whole thing. That was like half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What kind of sauce on the pasta?
Marinara, like normal shit. Yeah, her pasta sauce is actually pretty good. It's not bad.
No bourbon chicken?
No, dude, no. I do have to go shopping later though.
I do as well, actually.
Yeah, what were you saying before we started? That you
No, I said I'm fucking starving from jiu-jitsu and that I had to go shopping, but you're like not supposed to do that. But I actually enjoy doing that.
Yeah. See, if I go full, I don't want to be there. I know that if you're like hungry, you shouldn't go because you'll buy more stuff that you don't need and you'll spend more money. I get that, but I won't spend any money if I go there full. I'll buy like eggs. And that's it.
I agree. I like going hungry because I feel like the taste that I want to enjoy is what I should be buying anyway. But I think is it more that you shouldn't go hungry because you'll buy things you don't actually want? Or is it solely from like a money perspective, like you'll buy more than you
I think
need?
it's probably, you're definitely spending, I will spend more money if I am hungry in a grocery store.
Fair.
And I will probably buy things that I normally wouldn't buy that are unhealthy.
If you were to go shopping hungry, how much more money do you think you'd spend? Dollars.
30%.
So $50 to $100.
I'll usually go, I'm going to do a big thing, not even really, a normal one today, it'll probably be around $60. If I were to go hungry, I'd probably spend...
100.
No,
maybe.
That'd be, 28, at most, 100.
Okay. How often do you go grocery shopping?
Almost once a week.
Okay. So if you were going to go 3 times in a month, maybe 4, it's an extra $30. It's an extra $100 a month, which comes out to $1,000 a year because you go hungry. Is that really like the worst thing in the world? Like,
No, I'm with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you're agreeing with me.
Yes.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. I'm like the rebuttal of like, oh, you'll buy too much more than you need. It's like, yeah, well, if you smoke cigarettes, that's $5,000 a year. If you go out to a bar and you buy one night of drinks, it's like that could have been your groceries for 2 months.
Yeah, and it's not like
your
the
extra
stuff
hungry groceries for 2 months.
And it's also the stuff you're buying. You're not going to not eat it. You will eat it.
I also kind of like doing things that you're not supposed to do when they're fake things like that. Like you shouldn't go shopping hungry.
Yeah.
True. I won't eat for 2 days and then go shopping.
Dude,
despite
the fake, we got a lot of love on that. Lots of love. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go back, listen to the last podcast that we did, which now is on Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts, what up?
So we're on Apple Podcasts, which is great. I'll get the other episodes 1 through 4 uploaded today or tomorrow. But yeah, that's definitely fake for sure.
Yeah.
But you said you.
Well, I have more of a pet peeve on something else too.
Yeah,
I can't stand.
Why? Yeah, say yeah.
No, it's something probably way different.
Oh, I what you were saying before we started. You don't do a cart.
Oh yeah, so I have severe grocery shopping issues. I can't. I have to go through every aisle to not miss something in case something new is released. So I want to check it out. It's quick, but I want to see the different brands. Maybe there's like an organic pasta or a new that.
There isn't, dude.
So I'll run through all the aisles. But I hate the idea of being trapped there for a long period of time, I will never use a shopping cart. I don't know if we touched on this back when Dave was on. I think we may have. But I will only use baskets, and I will sometimes double up. So when I run into a deal where it's like 2 liters of soda, buy one, get one half off.
That's half of your groceries.
Right. I have
That's
to jam
the
it in the basket, and now my bicep vein is bulging. My arm is like.
But why don't you just get a cart and then you can cruise through the aisles?
It's too much. You have to then wait in line. You have to take your groceries out. Then when they're bagged, put them back in. Take it to your car. Then unload it. Then bring the cart back.
So you only do the cart.
I do the baskets. Leave the baskets at the register. Get all the bags and man mountain them to the car.
Do you self checkout?
I don't self checkout. That's its own thing.
No, I know, but if you were going to go do the self-checkout, I get the cart thing.
I cut lines sometimes. Through
on the self-checkout?
No, on non-self-checkout through the use of intimidation.
You're like, Ethel, get out of the way.
I'll stand very close and kind of nudge my way in and then like look at their carts and then look at my things. And about 80% of the time, someone will let me go first.
But why? I don't understand. Why not the cart? It's like
it's less maneuverable. You can't cut into other lines and things as quickly.
But if you're the guy, okay,
it's in and out.
But if you're going through, you're not in and out. If you go through every aisle, Emily does that. It drives me nuts.
Okay, I'm cutting out like the automotive aisle and like paper products aisle, but I'm talking.
You aren't going in to get food. You're going in to see what's new.
I'm almost going in to like scoop a few regulars and then a couple things that catch my eye. It's a grab bag. I routinely forget things I need. Yeah. There's no list. It's mental. I'm very overwhelmed, but also excited in the store.
That bothers me.
Yeah.
We'll have we have a shared thing, a shared list. It's literally the third one down on there.
I've sometimes aborted mid-shop if the lines were too long, and I'll take like 5 items, self-checkout, and leave, and just say I'll go shopping tomorrow.
Dude, first of all, always do self-checkout, but your thing is you want to experience the new things, but what if one of those new things doesn't fit in your 2 things? Wouldn't you just want the space?
It usually should. But I can stack them. I know how to stack it really well. Dude. But it's the maneuverability and the speed. Also, probably the worst thing, I finally get home, carry everything in, obviously one trip, man code. Bring it in, unload it, and you're so exhausted you have to then order takeout to be delivered because you can't be cooking anything on the same
You bring it
day.
in, you're exhausted, you put it all away, you're like, I'm going to order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's common. You don't want to cook.
Because you already have a plan for which days you're going to eat what. Like, you didn't accommodate for the meal right now that you're starving.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And then you're going to have to wait. Yeah, no.
Then you leave to go shopping.
Dude, did I ever tell you... I told you the story when I used to work at a grocery store.
No.
Okay, so I worked at the A&P in Boonton, right? And I hated it. I would leave there every day so angry. It was like not that it was a bad place, but it was just the monotony of swiping.
Were you cashier?
Yes.
Stocker?
No, cashier. So you're standing there dealing with people grocery shopping, which is like no one wants to go grocery shopping. It was a disaster. So I have a woman before. She had money and just threw it down on the conveyor belt. Like just threw it.
How many seconds was she waiting to pay you where, like, you might have been busy, so she's like,
No, that was how she was handing me the money. It wasn't like, hey, what's going on? Fine, here's your money. It was like, oh, I'm paying you. Instead of handing it to you, it was probably about $1.42 on the conveyor belt. Dude, I was like, okay, I had to have been maybe 15 at the time. The thing was like this. I was just like, watching it go. Like looking back up at her, like I'm not picking, and she was like, oh, like the coins were gonna go underneath the thing. I'm like, I'm not picking this up. So that was what I was dealing with on a daily basis. I had this one woman who was so rude with between her coupons not working, splitting up the order because like the coupons will be like...
It's usually the coupon's fault, not that they're expired or the person.
Yeah, but it's like, it'll be like 1 per visit per customer or whatever.
Yes.
We had people all the time that would just do 2 separate orders. Like, I didn't care.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll let that slide. She was being rude, and I just remember being like, I hate this woman. She got ground beef. The thing scanned. I took the ground beef. I did 2 things. One was...
This is going to be amazing.
One was I took the ground beef, she was like, I want, quadruple bag, paper, inside plastic, inside of paper again, and then plastic, whatever. I put the thing in. I jammed my thumbs into the plastic and shredded it open, so when she got home, she had to have cooked it because the ground beef was open. I
You're unbelievable.
jammed my fingers and ripped it open. I'm like, fuck this girl. Same woman, I put all... Because the thing that she got...
Some serial killer shit.
Dude, I was so mad.
The thumbs in.
Thumbs in, like
Dude,
gouging
like
someone's eyes.
Game of Thrones spoiler alert, where the mountain jams
Yes.
his thumbs in the guy's head.
My grip was easily stronger, for sure. And then the other thing, the same woman, I put... Because she got all the cans of soup. That's what it was. It was like, she got like, it was like buy 5, get 5, whatever it was. I put all of the cans of soup that I could in a plastic bag, and I shredded the bottom a little bit. So when she goes to lift it up, the thing would like shred. You can't fuck with people that are like handling your food and stuff.
Dude, that's serial killer level stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
She must have really been going over the top though for you to do that.
I mean, I'm sure I was just in a bad mood, but yeah, I wouldn't normally do that out of the blue, but I was fucking so angry, so pissed.
I think the best part is she would have to then come back to the store with the ground beef, which she was like mad about the coupons and the speed of it. It's like you get all the way home and you're like, oh,
No, she was cooking that ground beef for sure, but also the soup cans ripping. I just pictured what gave me satisfaction. I'm picturing her like lifting it up to put it into her car and just like spilling out everywhere, rolling down.
Yeah, the rolling cans.
It made me feel really good inside. That's a serial
That's great.
killer for
I'm
sure.
glad reflecting back 10 years later, you still have the same sentiment.
No, I think I was 15? Yeah, young. Dude, that job was terrible. Terrible. But wait, what did you said, what's the other thing that you were talking about too?
Oh, no, I was going to go. I have severe pet peeves, and this may upset quite a few people listening. If you do not fill your car with gas every time you go, as opposed to like $10 regular. Now,
yeah.
I can understand if someone doesn't drive that much, or say they have a very fuel efficient car, they're like, I don't use credit cards, I like to pay things in cash, I take my money out for the week, so I don't want to have $50 tied up in the gas tank that might take 3 weeks to drive, as opposed to I'll just put in 10 or 15 every week, and that way I have that. But if you in any way use credit cards or debit cards, you're not going to be home and be like, I'm on low gas. Well, can't go out to my family's dinner. There's no gas. I ran out. You're going to then go and get gas. So you might as well fill it up because the only explanation I would allow, which would be a true psychopath like us, would be, but what if I got into a car accident and totaled my car and I lost $50 of gas in it? I want as little gas as I needed as possible.
No. No one would ever say that.
I know, but that's like a psycho.
What about this? The people that are like, oh, I didn't want to spend that much time at the gas station. I wanted it to be like I only wanted to spend $10 worth of time.
Right, but then you have to do it 5 times as often. It still doesn't add up.
I know that. There's no way people... No one does it anymore. No one does it anymore.
A lot of people probably, I don't think, do. Now, I can get it too. Like, when I was in college and stuff, I would get like $20. I'm like, that makes sense, but...
No, dude, that's so dumb.
If you're paying on a credit card and you don't fill it up, yeah, that's a
fill it up every time. And only fill it up when it's the light comes on.
So I also did the math. So I buy premium gas for my car. So if you look, and it can fluctuate gas maybe 20, 30 cents. If you think about 14 gallons, and you think 30 cents, it'll come out to like $4 difference, $5 maybe. And that's on premium gas.
Using a card versus cash, you're saying?
Yeah, like card, premium gas, and at like the highest one in the middle of nowhere on the highway, it'll cost you like $5 to $7 extra if all three they whack you for. If they whack you 10 cents for credit, premium gas happens to be through the roof, and you get a really bad gas station that's charging a lot. It'll cost you like $57 instead of 50 for me to fill it up. Anything less than that, to even be remotely looking at gas prices or trying to find them, like, oh, I fill up 20 cash regular. This is the cheap gas station. It's like, congratulations, you drove across town to save 67 cents.
Dude, I don't know if we talked about that on here, but I talk about that with my dad often. How I think we did talk about it. Where like the older generation would do that. I drove across town, but I saved 67 cents. Where our generation would be like, yeah, forget the 67 cents. Like, I saved 20 minutes of my life not having to worry about 67 cents.
I think perspective definitely plays into it. I think it's more the concept of the idea of getting a deal. It's like fun as opposed to how much you're actually monetarily saving. Because the same people who do that are the ones who are like, I hate change unless it's a quarter. So it's like...
Yeah, but like the one time my dad was like, I was like, oh, I'll just Instacart it or whatever. He's like, what's that? And I explained to him, like, you know, they'll bring you all your groceries. I think it was for the bachelor party or something. And he was like, why wouldn't you just go get it? I'm like, he's like, how much extras does it cost?
$8.
I was like, I think maybe like $10 tip and service charge, all that. He's like, why wouldn't you just go get it? And I was like, oh, you value $10 more than you value the time that
you're hungover going out on your bachelor party or wedding day or something to go out and get that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, it's like a weird, and we talked about it for a while, but yeah, I value the time way more than the money.
I do too.
Yo, dude, do you want to know what we also did yesterday? Got manicures and pedicures.
Touching those feet. There's no amount of money that could be
now,
worthwhile
look,
for the poor
person. I had to tip her way more than $5. Yeah, it was good. Have you ever had one or no?
I have, actually.
Both or one?
Both. Both done together twice. Yeah.
They touched your feet?
They touched these feet. So I actually was feeling guilty about it because
you were like, I'm sorry.
It was like callus on the big toe from wrestling, like that heel athlete's foot, like cracks in the skin. Like
you had athlete's foot, or it was just like gross?
I think I had athlete's foot for like 13 years straight at one point. No powders were working, like buying new socks every week, but yeah, it's really good. They cut the cuticles, they do all that. I mean, it feels kind of like you're a pussy when you're gonna get done, but it's the calf massage was pretty good too.
Amazing.
Also
the massage in the back. Did you have it where you sit in the chair and it massages your back?
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
So when they were doing it, I actually could feel like there was gunk coming out, like your fingernails and stuff. You don't get it done often. However, at the end of it all, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, is this more of like a gimmick or is it something that's actually worthwhile?
So I asked Emily yesterday, because I was just super relaxed, like, after it. Just chilling. The lotion smelled good. The massage was great. She was getting her nails painted and whatever, like with the color. And I could see it on her face. She was, like, happy. Not only that it was relaxing and that it felt good and she needed it, but I was like, what's up? She's like, I just feel like a girl. Like, I find, like, my nails are
done.
Like, in my head, I'm like, huh, like, that's a weird, I don't know, like, what is a thing that a guy does where it's like, I feel like a man? And the only thing I could think of was, like, going to the gym. Like, having, like, you go to the gym, you lift, and it's like, oh,
like a
man.
Rare steak.
But if you haven't had a rare steak in a while, then you ate one, you'd be like, oh, look, man.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I don't know. I had 2 steaks today.
Overcompensating?
Well, I haven't had steak in a while, which is funny. But I didn't get up and like, man.
On that same note, I particularly, actually, people complain about this, I enjoyed clearly knowing that the people speaking a different language were berating my feet and the fact that I was there. I not only took pride in it, I took satisfaction and was like, yeah, I'm getting my money's worth. Like, they wish they flipped the thing and changed the price on the board when I walked in.
Dude, I walked in, it was all women. I wanted to be like, all right, what are we talking about, ladies? Like, what's up? What's the latest gossip? Whose husband's doing this? I know, am I right? Like, I wanted to start wooing the crowd. Yeah. But instead I just sat there and relaxed. But it was great. But then I went to Emily, I'm like, if this woman, because she like did it and was like, are you happy? Knowing that I don't do this. She's like, I'm like, yeah. And then in my head, I'm like, I said to Emily, if this woman only knew what was going to take place tomorrow morning, like jiu-jitsu on the mats, 25-year-old mats, destroy
dirt out of the
sweat.
backyard, moving stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good.
It was pretty good.
I
like that gossip shit.
I literally, because everyone was like, all like, I guess they were relaxed, but I wanted to be like, all right, like, what's going on? Who feels neglected? And there was a woman there. She had to have had 4 lip injections.
Like
4.
Looking comical.
I felt like her. I was getting it. I was getting the manicure done. And I just hear this voice behind me. And even Emily said her voice, you know, like the baby voice?
Yeah.
Like the high pitch, like it was that type of voice. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, this is annoying, weird. But like, you have a million other things to worry about. I stand up to go to, because Emily had to go then do the dry thing. So I stand up, I look over. Dude, her lip, I was like, who is authorizing such things? Like, don't you have anybody being like, cut it out, don't do that anymore?
No, you have to tell them they look good and encourage more.
To fuck with them?
It's not to fuck with them.
That's what you're doing. Dude,
yes, I agree. Our thoughts are, hey, you look fucking terrible. You should have stopped 2 shots ago. Stop. They would take that as offensive, go to someone for like consolation and comfort, and they would tell them they look great. Therefore, most people would probably encourage them or say they look great and they're beautiful.
No.
And then they would continue to do it.
Dude, that stuff. But I even see people at the gym at Lifetime that are
like stop.
Skinny, whether it's the lips or like fake boobs or like the eyebrow, and they're like, ah.
Dude, there's
like, don't stop doing that.
Steroided out of their gourd with like back knee on back knee. It's like, you haven't looked good like 60 pounds ago.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Dude, there is this girl at Lifetime.
Like 1 rep max in bicep curls, the most functional lift possible. It's like 130s.
Yeah. Why? Dude, there's this girl. I'm not kidding. She is probably 4. She might be 5 foot. Maybe. She's probably 4'11". She's muscular. Because she lifts, gloves on the whole 9. Muscular. Very petite. She comes into the gym. She has very obvious rock hard fake tits. And on top of that, wears full makeup, the rouge, the eye, the whole shit. And I just want to be like, why are you doing this? Why? Just relax. Who cares? It's all good. Eat, chill. I don't know. Who the fuck am I?
They're probably like, why does that guy have that fake beard on?
She's probably like, everyone's like, why the fuck is this guy staring at me and with a fake beard? Yeah.
Why is he wearing spats in the summer?
Dude, I love these things. But yeah, everyone was hitting us up about that everything is fake. And now we're going to make it a segment for sure. So each week. And we'll talk about it at the end. But yeah, we'll have everyone send in what they think is fake. But and also people are rebuttaling.
Hey, the shit's fake. We're just the ones pointing it out.
Dude, people are rebuttaling it. Gus literally was like, I walk the next day. I come in to work. He's like, yo, just one thing on the podcast. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. Like, he's gonna talk about. He did talk about the mic not opening up the fucking beer 2 inches away. He's like, and you're wrong. I don't think you're right, man. The putting the can with the cold wrap on it in the freezer, it's going to get cold. I'm like, Gus, it's going to get mildly colder after 5 minutes. It's not getting freezing. He's like, let's do it right now. So there are some people that were like, they disagreed with us heavily. But
I mean, hey, we're willing to take all user feedback and submissions, so keep it coming.
nah, shit's fake, dude.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
No. But yeah, I want to get those, the mats, dude.
Mats?
The mats for downstairs.
Oh, Jiu-Jitsu mats.
If I get the ones on the left side, in room A, and the ones in room B, just the wall mats, it is plenty of room, and they're thick enough. They're worn in. They'll need to be sterilized severely.
Boiled. Cloroxed.
But I think they're going to be better than those ones.
I think the ones you currently bought just need to be broken in.
But how long would they take to break in at a regular gym?
A long time. A small amount of time.
A few months.
Probably.
Of being rolled on. We don't. That would take years between you
Start
and
rolling,
I.
baby.
Oh my god. Nah, but that'll be great. And you think we can fit 4 people?
Probably 2. 4 would be tight, but round robin.
Yeah, that'll be good. What are you doing the rest of the day?
Probably go grocery shopping with 2 baskets, despite being advised against it.
And you don't even go with a list, you said.
I have a few things in my mind on the to-buy list, but it can change very drastically.
How often are you forgetting shit?
Almost every time I go.
Why do you do that?
Because it's not a necessity. It's like, oh, I'm running low on Q-tips. I should buy them. I will go 2 to 3 times before the Q-tips run out. So it's more so, I'll get them one popping around. Maybe I'll be at CVS picking up a prescription of antibiotics because I got sick. I'll see a small thing of Q-tips. Remember, I need them.
Dude, that's so bad, dude. Go in with a list. Get this shit and get the fuck out.
Stands for quilted tips.
Go get the shit, get the fuck out, and that's it. Bye.
Doesn't work that way for me.
It should. I talk about this with Emily all the time. There are certain things in the world where I figured out the Matrix. And the way I explain to her is like, I'm trying to create a fire, right? Because I figured out the Matrix, I have a lighter. I just go, I have a fire now. There's things that she does. I look over. I say, hey, here's a lighter. This is me to you right now. For your grocery shopping, I have a lighter. Here you go. My fire's made. I make my fire
and I'm
real
using
good.
A flint.
You're fucking using sticks like this, rubbing them. You're like, I don't know why, man. Like, your fire's so good. Just take the lighter. Make the list. It will make your brain so much, like, at ease.
It's kind of fun being an adventure, though. I kind of like living by the seat of your pants a little bit, you know?
Dude, that bothers me, dude.
So, also, what I don't think is fake, but it is fake, is getting your oil changed.
No, you need to. Every 3,000 miles. Excuse me. That's it.
So my car synthetic gets every 10,000. Every 3,000? If you that could be 7 times a year.
Could be.
Terrible.
Nah.
And you can't use vegetable oil, right?
No. Only when you're cooking all the chicken in the world.
Just, I don't know. What I don't get is another gripe of mine. If you go into a store and say, I need motor oil for my car, there's regular. There's synthetic. Okay, newer cars use synthetic, maybe high performance. Then there's like OW-50, 05-W55, this. There's 700 different types. It's all bullshit. That's fake as hell. It has to be. Why do they do that? It's the same thing as why there's a lightning cable charger, there's a USB, there's a micro USB, there's that. It all just delivers energy from the outlet to your phone. Dude, it's all bullshit too.
Dude, do you sleep with your phone?
I have it next to me. Like if someone called me at 3 a.m., it would wake me up.
Okay, I have my phone under my pillow like this. Right? Like, not good at all. But that's how I sleep. I think because, and sometimes, and I'll play a YouTube video, and it'll be like on low.
Muffled, so you kind of hear it.
It's muffled, so Emily definitely can't hear it, but it's running, and I have YouTube Premium, so it'll go, and the phone can be black screen.
Fancy.
I watch more YouTube. Dude, I was thinking about between Netflix, Hulu, all that shit, Disney Plus, like, what do I watch the most? What do I want to spend money on? What do I not want to spend money on? I watch YouTube more than anything. So, no ads, and watch it, whatever it's called, behind screens or whatever, is worth every penny. So, I'll listen to it. I'll plug it in, and it gets so hot because it's running. There's no air. Dude, I think I like singed out the
connectors.
Yeah, and I go through. Go through probably a quart a month, and Emily's like, "What?"
That's a lot.
And Emily's like, "What the fuck?"
But are you buying bootleg cords? Like at this point, have you switched into the bullshit cord market?
So yes and no. Some are bullshit. Some are real.
Okay.
And she was like, I don't fucking stand how this happens. She's had the same wire. I've gone through literally 5, and I'm like. She's like getting mad at me. I'm like, do you think I'm over here like, oh, I'm going to fuck up this wire?
Right, you're almost trying to get your hands on her wire, and she's like, no.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it fucks it up. And I go through almost a wire a month.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, not at all.
But that's also like a jackass millennial way of doing something. I listen to YouTube all throughout the night, constantly with my phone plugged in at full charge.
Well, I'll listen to, not all night. Like if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll turn it off. It'll sometimes only just play one video, like if the autoplay's not on or if it just doesn't play. But yeah, I'll fuck up a wire a month easily.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm big on dropping and breaking iPads. Is a specialty of mine.
Yeah. Well, you caught it from me, I think. I drove with it on the top of my car, and it fucking smashed.
But driving away with it on your car, I think, is different than just cracking the screen. It's a different...
Yeah, I took it to a whole
different
level.
class of animal. Where you do the find your iPad, and it's like...
Dude, I did it before. It was in the middle of a road.
What?
I ran an appointment once. Got almost home. Was like, fuck, where's my iPad? I definitely left it there. Did a search in the middle of the road. I put it on the top of my car, loaded the car up.
And it was smashed when you got back?
Nope, because I think it was the one that I gave you. It had the...
yeah, it's kind of slow gorked, but...
It is, right? Yeah.
The screen, isn't that responsive, but...
A little slow.
Did
you update it?
Yes. The screen is hard to, work... the touch screen doesn't work well, and to fix the screen was, almost $200. So a new one's $325. So I'm kind of make do. Just seeing I'll probably just wind up giving it back and get a new one if I do. But
so it's kind of the same thing with the fucking mats.
Pretty much.
Yeah, great. Solid.
Same shit.
Yeah, if we get those mats in there, dude, we can have. Even Callan said he's once he gets his shit settled, he was like, dude, come over.
Brian Callan or Rob Callan?
No, not Brian Callan. Rob Callan. He's got mats. I'll have mats. I think Restrepo, I saw a picture. I think he has mats in his bedroom.
Yeah, he was doing secret judo shit behind our back.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Get some judo training in.
The stuff we learned today was good. I'm gonna try to hit that.
It's nothing better than. So I'm not a fan of early morning workouts. Whole life, I despise morning workouts. So wrestling practice was always in the afternoon.
Work lifting weights.
Pretty much.
What do you mean running?
So
physical exertion.
I would go to the gym after school. Started wrestling. Wrestling would be 3 to 5 o'clock every day. We'd do weight room sometimes after that. The only time would be practices on the weekends would be we'd start 8:30 a.m. So we were done. Or maybe it was 9, but it was pretty early. I always felt you'd have to get up an hour and a half early. I have to shower in the morning. If I'm going to go work out or do something, I have to shower to wake myself up and feel good to then work. I'm not I'm going to get dirty anyway, so I'll go filthy to the gym.
Did you shower this morning before?
Yes. So I wake up, shower, coffee, have to eat something small. But then I don't like operating with a lot of food in my stomach. So I then have to wait even more time. So it just was never really practical. So like if you work a job, say an 8 to 4, 8 to 5, and you have to leave for your commute at 7:30, so you're like, oh, I'll wake up and go to the gym. I'd have to wake up at like 4 a.m. to shower, eat, relax, then go to the gym for an hour, then shower, and then leave to go somewhere. So I always like doing it at night. But the one exception, since jiu-jitsu's at 9, I can get up still like a normal day, do all that, and work out, and then I feel energized the rest of the day. So I'm not against the benefits of working out in the morning. It's just very impractical for me where I don't like it.
Did you shower? Did I ask you if you showered this
Yes.
one? I did, right?
You did Welcome to Earth.
And then you showered right after.
Right after.
Wow. Yeah, that.
Yeah, my skin is going to be leather and fall off when I'm 40, but I don't care.
Because I'm the same way. I have to shower. Until I've showered, the day hasn't started.
I will literally call out of work before, if I overslept, I would go to work not having showered before. Or anything. It's just...
No, that...
It's so foreign and
weird.
uncomfortable to me.
No,
Yeah, I just can't
that's
do it.
weird. But I can get up, not shower, eat breakfast, go work out, or do whatever. Go do physical exertion, but then shower and then start the day.
Doesn't work for me that way. It might
Do you
be
ever shower
thing.
at night?
I do. I routinely will shower unnecessarily right before bed, and the sleep is automatic, like, plus 10% more effective.
Dude, I was listening to something, and the guy was saying that if you take a hot... Your body needs to cool down to sleep better, right? If you take a hot bath, like a warm bath, before you go to sleep, you would think, oh, well, you're heating up your body. That's not good. But what happens is you heat up your body, then it, like, the temperature then, like, drops.
It helps your body ease into the cool.
And you actually sleep. You sleep better having taken a nice warm bath. But do you know what's funny that we've talked about that I don't know if anyone else out there, listeners, let us know? Showering, A, with the lights off, and or B, having the shower and you lay down while the shower gets...
Okay, so I don't know which one is more you or what we talked about. So showering, normally lights on, great. Refreshing, you feel clean. If you turn all lights off where it's like an overcast day or early, it's like a vibe from like a movie where it's like the guy's going through some stuff. It like helps channel some energy as you figure yourself out. It's a very odd vibe that you can't really describe. But I encourage everyone, shower with the lights off where there's still like light from the sun coming in a little, but it's dim.
Yeah.
It's a very, very unique experience, you know, to go through yourself. The other is not wanting to take a bath, but laying down completely flat against the curved part of the shower and then aiming the nozzle to just hit you. So it's like
so
a laying
good.
down shower. I don't know why, but you have to turn the shower way hotter because as the water
cools
comes
down.
down, it's cool. But then if you stand up too quick, you'll scald yourself because now you're cutting it off.
And also your blood pressure plummets.
Yeah.
I've sat in a bath before and drained out the water, let the things, you know, hit me, and then I stand up, and it's like you have either 1 second to get your blood pressure back up so you don't faint, or you have 1 second to get to your knees and be closer to the earth, because if you don't do either of those two things, you're fucking going
shower
down.
could be so dangerous.
Oh my god, dude.
So also, let's hash out a few more things on this topic. Do you use body wash or bar soap?
Okay.
And if so, choose a side carefully because it can only be one or the other.
Okay, I've caught a tremendous amount of flack for divulging this information I'm about to divulge to you.
Okay.
Body wash can hit the fucking bricks. Your loofah that you put the body wash on can also hit the fucking bricks. Your washcloth can hit the bricks. I am bar of soap, 2 in hand, 2 skin for the rest of my life. The only exception I will ever make is I will put the soap on like a back scrubber to get my back where I physically cannot like extend.
I go that, but even a step further. bar soaps like Dove or anything that has a moisturizer, where after you finish showering, it feels like you have some type of like otter skin.
Yeah, like
Don't
caked
do.
on.
I do Irish Spring green bar to skin, no washcloth, no loofah, nothing. The soap, by definition, is clean, so you don't need to put it on something else to use it. Bar to skin, rest of my life. Cannot use body wash. I actually believe body wash doesn't clean you. It just tries to cover up the smell. It's almost like in like
You have to
16,
scrub.
1700s where they just like cover perfume all over themselves. And
Yeah,
they still
you
reek.
have to. You'd have to.
Doesn't work.
My eyes.
Or at
can't
least for a real stink. Like maybe if like a chick's using body wash and it's like don't do it. If you're like BO jujitsu, like elbows to the face, getting choked and that, you go home and try to use body wash. You're like more filthy than you were
also,
before.
and also like the thing it comes in, the bottle is like a third gone. If you do a real, because you can actually clean yourself with a loofah and that. It's just gonna take so much time, and you have to use a third of the bottle.
Also, very controversial because it's unpopular. I use spray deodorant only for the rest of my life. There is no dry stick deodorant that could even come close to like masking smell and actually antiperspirant as the ones with like the 40% aluminum chromate, arid, extra dry. Spray deodorant all the way. And side note, asterisk, if you use gel deodorant, just stop listening to the podcast. We can't afford to have you as a follower.
Dude, I was that guy for quite some time.
Gel deodorant actually creates you starting to sweat. It's actually wet.
Well, this is what would happen. I would use and you're the one that turned me on to this spray. I would use the gel, right? I know what you're talking. You can't use the gel put on a shirt. You're ruining everything.
Yeah.
But I'd put on the gel. I would do like this thing where it's like,
yeah, like simulating moving it and airing it out.
Yeah. Then I would let it dry, but then I'd put on a shirt. But dude, even still, all my shirts would have like it would be stained.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a sweaty guy. It would literally just stain from the gel.
Yeah.
But you use that like bronze color thing, right?
They have a yellow one that's arid, extra dry, like unscented for the real serial killers. Then they have like arid, extra dry in the blue cans, shower, clean, morning breeze. Those are all good too.
Do you ever use Right Guard?
I actually did switch to
yeah.
Right Guard Sport. I was
that
in a
one's
bind
great.
and had to stray away. I'm very brand loyal for the most part,
Yeah, that one is great.
but it's actually very good too.
Dude, I'll spray that and like you know how like I don't like the smell of tuna fish. Like
Okay.
I could like dude, I used to come home when I lived with Tommy. I'd be in the elevator and I'm like, this motherfucker ate tuna fish, and I'd smell it in the elevator. Get to the 6th floor, get off the elevator. I'm like, I fucking told this guy don't eat tuna fish. I'd walk into the apartment. I'm like, yo. He's like, what's up? I'm like, why did you eat tuna fish, dude? I told you. He's like, I didn't. I go, then how do I know? Because it smells that you had tuna fish.
And he'd then argue
He'd be
that
like
you
this,
couldn't
no, you
possibly
did. He's
smell
like,
it.
you didn't. You don't smell anything. I go, I'm not making it up. And then he'd like cave. We'd like crack up. Dude, I'll spray the deodorant. Emily will walk into the room and I guess, and like I know what she's talking about. She'll breathe it in and it like coats her throat. So she's like almost like dying.
Some of the particles somehow in the air.
Yeah. She hates it. That's easily, if I could change in our relationship to make it better, if I, like, everyone's got their pet peeves. If I could change one thing to make our relationship better, or if she could change one thing about me to make it better, the deodorant would easily be in the top 5.
You got a pretty good thing going on if that's what you got. So.
That would easily be top 5 with her. Be like, you know, maybe spend more time or this or change the deodorant.
It's so good though.
Dude, it's the best.
Yeah, I have I'm actually thinking sock wise. I wasn't a big ankle sock guy my whole life.
The low ones?
Yeah.
Dude, do you remember being a kid those didn't exist, but everyone wanted them? Dude, I remember having...
Just like a sock that was less sock.
I wanted, so it was cool.
It was a weird time
maybe
growing
in
up
boot.
throughout the 80s and 90s.
I mean, at least in
Like
booting.
having socks that were just less of a sock. Like, why couldn't we just have shorter socks? And it like took years for a groundbreaking invention.
Dude, I'd have socks like that, and I'd have to like roll them, and they'd be bent in, and my shoe would be out to here, and I'm like, I'm cool, right? It took forever to find like you said, a company to be like, all right, maybe we should just like start making these, or at least for me to find them. But you want the low ones, you're saying?
Nah, I have some of them, but I don't wear shorts. I kind of like longer socks if I'm doing athletics.
So I never liked those high ones, and like Joey, Vin, they would always have the high ones. I'm like, they would have the low ones too, but they'd have like the sport ones. I'm like, dude, I don't want that like around my ankle. I want to be free. But now I typically only wear those Under Armour ones that come up like to here.
Yeah.
I don't really like I'll wear the low ones. But not the Michelle like tube sock,
Oh, yeah.
like up to with the ridges.
Michelle is wearing tube socks over the kneecap with reinforcement.
With the ridges.
That's
The old school ones.
great.
Alright, so let's hit up this first segment. Well, I guess it's second, but yeah, so a lot of feedback from the Everything is Fake episode. People liked it. There were comments. There was DMs. If you aren't following us on Instagram, go out there and do that. Official HAO show across all platforms. I think we're saying fuck TikTok. Like, that ain't happening.
Yeah. I don't even know what it is, to be honest.
Neither do I. But
It's like Vine 2.0.
Yeah, fuck that noise. But YouTube, if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, rate the whole 9. Apple Podcasts, if you're listening, sub, 5 stars, the whole 9.
Yeah.
But Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is where you're going to find us. But like I said, we got a lot of feedback on the Everything's Fake, so I think we're going to make it a segment. So each week, dedicate a little bit of time to just talk about shit that's, like, fake.
And we had a lot of love for the first couple episodes from some people, but check it out on Apple Podcasts if you're driving, because people were telling me they were watching the YouTube while driving, and to please get it up there so they weren't crashing. So make sure you do tune in to Apple Podcasts if you're driving. Be safe.
And share it and tell your friends, because we're funny. At least we think we're funny, and my mom thinks we're funny, which matters most. Also, if you guys want, these are all stickers that we got. So if you're listening, we have some HAO Have Another One stickers. We got the logo, the circle, the rectangle. If you guys want them, let us know. We'll get them to you. Put them on, I don't know, whatever you guys put stickers on. All right, so let's jump into what should we call it? Everything is fake?
Everything is fake.
Fuck it, everything is fake. All right, so our first one coming from Mike Scarone. He sent us a good amount. So this one is... I'm
Chill that shit up.
Yeah, try to... I don't know. Yeah, I got you.
You're going to kill me, but I could pee real quick.
All right.
10 seconds.
All right, let me make this all good in the hood. Yeah, make sure you guys are commenting. We like the exchanges, the back and forth. Tell your friends, share it, all that good stuff. But yeah, shit's fake. So this one's from Mike Scarone. He talked about going to jury duty. Now, I know what you guys are thinking right now, which is like, you have to do that. But you really don't have to do that. Because you can easily get out of it. People usually go to either... There's, I think, a small portion of society is like, I want to fulfill my civil duty as an American and do jury duty. And I think what they end up doing more of like, I don't want to like go to work. I don't want to like spend time doing X, Y, Z. So I'll just go to jury duty. So...
Scarone, that kid's still alive?
He's alive and kicking, brother. Yeah, he said going... I was just talking about going to jury duty. Which is,
God.
It's fake. It's fake, man. You don't have to go. Like, very
The
rarely...
people who go to jury duty are either people who actually want to go to jury duty or are too afraid of making up an excuse, even though everyone tells you just say X, Y, or Z and you'll get out of it. It's one of those two things. You're too afraid to do it or you actually want to go.
Yeah, I don't... what I'll
There's
say
something empowering about deciding someone else's fate.
I'm sure. So it's not that jury duty is fake. It's that if you don't want to be selected, there's a 99% chance that you won't get selected. It's very easy to like get out of. Another one he sent in that I do agree with also, this is fake, where it's like you can't turn right on red in this specific spot. I'm not talking about states, but even still maybe in states.
Right.
But like,
oh yeah, no turn on red, completely fake.
You're making a fucking
every time.
And
literally every time you look, no one's coming. I'm not winning.
And even if you were to get pulled over, which is still slim, you could always use that like, oh, I literally didn't even realize, like, I always make right on reds. I completely miss that sign. And I bet you there's a 50% chance you're not getting a ticket. So if there's a 0.5% chance you're going to get pulled over, and then even if you do a half of or 50% chance you're going to get a ticket, the odds are in your favor. Make the fucking right on red and call it a day.
I actually take this to the extreme sometimes.
Left on reds.
Allegedly. If you're in like your hometown on back roads, low traffic, no one's on the road, and you pull up to the light and it's red, I've made a right, and then you turned in the street and then made another right.
Yeah,
so it would be the equivalent of going straight, allegedly.
Yeah.
To do that. So it's actually a right. You pull into the first parking lot, turn around, go right before the lights still turn red. So you technically just made two rights on red. Which
you know the light. You know the light at in Boonton by the McDonald's.
Yes.
That light is notoriously very long.
Yeah.
I have ever pulled up, made the right, gone into the parking lot of, I think it's a Walgreens, came out, was at the light. I started here, then was here, made the right into McDonald's, pulled around, then made the right because I wanted to go left and still beat that light.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think it's...
But that's like...
They need to increase efficiency.
Yeah, make right on reds because that's fake as shit. This one I disagree with because I'm the biggest proponent of iPhone on low power mode. So, putting your phone on low power mode will save the battery. I don't think it doesn't save the battery. What is fake is when you, 2 years ago, decided to download Battery Fucking Doctor and didn't realize it was spam and you were like pressing it like, I'm optimizing my battery now because it's closed. That's fake as fuck.
Okay. I will agree with you that low power mode of the iPhone works. I have my phone in low power mode almost the entire time. The only thing it doesn't do is fetch email, so you just have to manually check your own email, like to make sure nothing came in. In terms of Battery Doctor, for those who don't know, it was an app that I was blinded by the idea that it has a battery with a giant like Band-Aid cross on it, like health
Red Cross.
Red Cross. And it said it optimized your battery. So you'd literally press the button that said start on the app and it would show like a car's RPM engine revving. It would show your battery go all the way down to 0 and then it would bounce up and go, you're now 97% efficient. We freed up space. And I believed it was actually like optimizing the motherboard or something. Until Sean told me, why wouldn't the iPhone itself just optimize? Why would it need a third-party app to do that? And then I realized how in the press of one button, how is it going from 40% to 90%?
That used to make me, you'd be like, no, look, it's but like,
look how much faster it is.
Oh my god, dude, that was so fucking funny.
But Battery Doctor fake, low power mode real?
Low power mode, fucking real. You put your phone on low. I saw a meme once. It
the
was
last
like
1% lasts like 7 hours.
The meme, the meme was something like, you know, the 99 your iPhone battery sucks or whatever, but that last 1% is stronger than the other 99, which it is. But yeah, low power mode is real. Gus said this one. I thought this was pretty good. Albums today being released, and the album is 7 songs. And the album, of those 7 songs, 2 are really good and were released a month before the actual album. So it's like, oh, you know, not the new Eminem album legit. That one's awesome. If you guys haven't listened to that, do that. But where it's like these new artists, like whatever, Lil Backstreet or some shit, will be like, oh, my new album, it's like 7 songs. Where like back in the day, it'd be like 20 songs, a record, front and back. The songs are like 3 to 5 minutes, and like you put an album out, once in a blue moon. So albums today are definitely, for the most part, I agree with Gus, fake.
It's like packaging the shit songs with the good ones to make the album. It's kind of how our whole mortgage crisis happened years ago.
Yeah.
Hashtag shout out references.
I don't know.
Did
you write this?
This was me.
What the fuck is this?
To clarify, it's belts. So I'm not saying that belts are fake and that they don't hold up your pants. I'm saying the concept of buying a belt based on the length of your waist and having it have 5 notches that you float between is shitty, because you could buy a belt based on what you think your waist size is, but your waist size based on if your pants are looser fitting, what kind of cut pants you have.
If you're tucking in your shirt.
Tucking in your shirt or not, it eats up more inches. So you might be like a 28-inch waist, but you need a 32 belt because you tuck your shirt in, you have bigger thighs from like squatting or lifting weight. So it's all screwed up. And you usually only have 1 or 2 notches, but belts should have unlimited notches.
Okay.
Not just the certain types of belts made where anything is a notch. I'm saying unlimited notches all the way
Okay.
around.
I'm going to turn your life inside out, viewers' life inside out, listeners' inside out. So I am the same way, and my waist is 28 inches. No, I'm just kidding, but it's close. My belts sucked for years. It's like, all right, I got the one good brown belt, but like I have a shitty black belt that like the...
And you have a belt you like, but it doesn't fit that good, but it's cool. Could have been done right.
Emily's brothers, I think this was... I think Ben figured it out. Ben is also like... Shout out to Ben. You know how you're like, I know how your brain works. Don't get the new Max because on it's $900. You throw the stat out here.
Yeah.
And you're like, play it out. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. He knows the shit that I like most of the time because it's the shit that he likes, and it makes like his life better, whether it's like whatever. One of them being belts. So he turned me on to Anson belt, Anson. The belt, right? You buy a starter pack. You get 5 different things, right? Belt buckles and belts. So I chose 2 belt buckles, 3 belts. All of it is interchangeable. So I could take this belt buckle and any belt strap. Okay?
Okay.
The buckles are cool. They have a million different colors. Like, there's no style.
Okay.
Very modern. It's great. The belt, first of all, their customer service is beyond anything you've ever experienced before. They will ship you shit for free. If your belt's like jacked up or scuffed, whatever it is, they will hook you up, lifetime warranty forever. The belt doesn't have holes. It has clicks. So behind the belt, the thing you can't see, it's like a zip tie. You pull it tighter or loose, so you never get the hole where it's like all yanked out, so it's not even a hole anymore. It's like pulled.
Yeah. Whoa.
And they last forever. I tossed all my fucking belts. I only have Anson belts. And like I said, they have them. Go check it out. That shit is the best. That will get rid of this shit. So I do agree with you. You should have unlimited notches. The Anson belt will fucking do it. I'll show you upstairs before you leave.
Respect.
Was this you too?
This was. I believe that I want to explain my view of a better world before I say what I'm talking about. I believe that for how much money is in cable, satellite, brands like Sony, Samsung, Sharp, they all need to collaborate, invest, talk, figure out what's optimal and ideal. All the cable companies, all TV electronics providers, and make one mega universal remote control that operates everything. I don't care what protocol you're on, what brand, what your thoughts are. One universal remote. Laptop, PlayStation, Xbox, TV, any brand, any provider.
Not like a gaming room. You're talking about like
I'm talking
between a TV, Apple TV.
There's no programming it. You just press the corresponding buttons and the shit receives it. So the only problem could be is if you like were using your remote to try and screw with your neighbor's TV. I'm tired of different remotes, hooking up sound bars, pressing in this code, and if it doesn't work, you got to do that. It's all bullshit.
What
TV
about we talked
remotes-
about last year, like or last episode, throwing the
Fucking
signal.
One universal remote, dude, for everything.
Okay.
Remotes are bullshit.
Yeah, I do agree with that. You ever go to someone's house where they got fucking 10 remotes and you're like, bro, get it together.
There's one thing that I would never do, but I respect the people who do it. The people who pay like $350 for every single TV show and channel possible on a cable package. I have the utmost respect. If there is something on at any moment in time and they want to watch it, they know they have the ability to watch it, and there is a price to pay for that. It's $315 a month.
Yeah, but
But it's
anything,
worth it.
yeah.
Anything goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb. Yeah, remember we used to talk about you go to see people in the home and they'd have like the gunk teeth, and you want to be like, look, we can talk about the roof later. Like, I need to help you.
Yeah, I need to flush your teeth for you.
Correct. When I see people like with the remotes, I want to be like you don't even realize where you're living in. Like, please let me help you, please. I just thought of this one before. You know how. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's like one for the soundbar, one for this, one for that. We all link into the Xbox. It's input 9. It's like, what are you doing?
It's like, oh no, that's the one for the soundbar in the other room. No, that one's for this soundbar. This one's for the TV. No, that's for the cable box. No, that one's
We
for
have
the Apple
Roku
TV.
Fire Stick and Apple TV.
Get the fuck out of here. Just use one remote. Or have them, or I'll say this. Either use one remote or have them like so organized.
Like stickers on them for what they
Where you're
control.
like so type A, like you're lining them up in size order or like use order, like do one of those two things. Anything in between, don't do. That's what
Whoever wrote this next
I
one
did.
is
That's what I thought
legendary.
you were laughing at before.
No,
No, this is fucking bullshit. This goes for phones, computers, whatever. Where it's like, if your computer crashes, would you like to report your problem or would you choose to ignore it to help better? I opened my computer up before we started. It was like, it looks like your computer shut down
unexpectedly.
Would you like to report it? There's like not a guy behind fucking Apple like waiting for, oh, this is the problem we've been trying to, like that's not a thing. Like there's no like reporting your problem to like the Apple fucking people.
No one's actually trying to fix it.
No. Fuck that.
So
Don't
do you
report
ignore
it.
it then?
Every time.
Yeah.
Ignore.
This
Ignore
information's
every
worth
time.
something, I'm keeping it to myself.
Yeah. It's shut down unexpectedly. Figure it out on your own terms, or I'm not gonna get the service. Also, speaking of last week, Balaklak commented. I don't know if you saw that the cell phones on the airplane, right? Mm-hmm. He was like, because we knew there was gonna be people that were like, like Gus, were like, wow, like if you put it in the freezer, it'll. Mm-hmm. He wrote, dude, that he was on a plane. I guess it was a smaller plane, and it was foggy. So I guess the pilot couldn't like see shit. Okay. And he told all of the people on the plane, you have to turn your phone off, not on airplane mode, off, so that he could like land properly. The waitress,
the airline stewardess.
Yeah. Had to go around and check people's phones that they were off, and he said it was one of the worst landings he's ever had.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's real, but I don't like flying, but I'm still not going to turn my phone off. But last one on here. So we're going grocery shopping last night, right? Mm-hmm. Put in the card, and it's like sign. And we already talked about how receipts are fake. The signing of the thing, there is no... I think Emily and my dad are the only people, I believe, on this earth that when they have to sign something, do the full... name,
right? So they could pin it to you if you disputed it.
In script, everything perfect.
I draw a smiley face on it. Smiley face,
dude. I'll just go like this. I'll do the letter S, kind of a squiggly line, like Like that. Like when you ever see the UFC guys when they sign the poster,
Yeah.
they're not like signing their
They
full
have to do
name.
7,000 posters in a row.
Correct. I don't want to like take that little fucking bitch ass pen and be like that's not happening. That's fake as shit. Do a fucking smiley face. Do an X. Do whatever. High and by.
Tying into how receipts are fake, I can count on one hand the number of times, whether I've needed it, not needed it, it was a mistake, times I've returned something in my life. If I buy something, the sale is final, whether it turns out they screwed up, I need it, I didn't need it, I will never return stuff.
Do you know why? Because you're not a shopper. You're a buyer. You'll go and get the thing. You're not buying miscellaneous things.
Like, oh, I'll buy these decorations. If I don't like them, I'll bring them back, return them, and get new ones. It's like, no, if I bought it, that's the decoration, or there's no decorations, and I'm out money.
Do you see that fucking thing right there? I told you. Emily's like, I want you to go pick up the whatever the fuck that is from whatever store.
Like,
the
table dresser thing?
She goes, I need you to pick this up. I go, okay. Is it going to fit in my car? She's like, I think so. I'm like, and this is after jiu-jitsu, so I am dead. She's like, okay. I go, I'm in the store. There's like dents on it. I'm like, do you want me to like negotiate the price? Like, did you see this? She's like, yeah. I'm like, is this even going to fit? She goes, I think so. Now my heart's like beating fast. I'm in the store. I'm like, I go, did you measure it? She goes, yeah. It's 4.5 purse lengths long. I go,
yo,
I'm dying. I'm like seeing double. I'm getting very dizzy. I'm like, my heart's gonna pop. She goes, buy it. If it doesn't fit or I don't like it, I will return it. Meaning, like, she'll return it. You know, long story short, bought it, fits, everything's good. But that's how, like, she'll buy the stuff and then like, I don't like it, I'll return it. I can't do that.
It's not even an option. It's not even in the playbook.
But she,
you know when you can't fast forward a certain show that you've DVR'd, or it's like on your recordings, it's like there's no option of returning it.
I'm the same way. But I mean, look, it fits, it's great, it's awesome. It's how it's like the person with like the fucked up remotes. It's like they know which one works. She's figured it out. It works for her, but I could never operate like that. Ever, never. I buy it, that's it. Dude, I bought a fucking leaf blower, right? I was like, oh, this leaf blower is good. It's going to be 90 miles an hour. In your head, like 90 miles an hour wind. That's great. Bring this bitch home. It's like, it's like barely blowing the shit. I easily could have returned it. We have a shitty fucking leaf blower in the garage now.
We need it.
All right, let's wrap this up. Yeah, so send us your submissions for Everything is Fake for next week's episode, which I guess we'll just keep filming on like Sunday and release it on Monday.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's probably way better. Which next Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday, which will be great. Are you coming? You don't know what you're doing.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
We'll have an episode next week though.
Yeah. Send us your submissions for Everything is Fake. Follow us Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, official HAO show. Have another one show. Engage with us. Comment, subscribe, 5-star, the whole 9. And if you guys want stickers, let us know. We'll ship them out.
Let's go.
All right. Till next week. Peace.